Hey, this is Jussi. I run an investment firm that specializes in REIT investing, and recently I got to meet the management team of Realty Income at the Citi Global Property Conference. I asked them why should investors consider buying their stock today, and also asked them about their growth plans for the future. Now make sure to stick till the end of this interview, because towards the end I'm also going to share my personal thoughts on Realty Income as an investment opportunity today. And still, before I get into it, if you could please like this video, it will help me a lot. And also please let me know in the comment section below if I should do more management interviews on this channel. Thank you very much. Hey, this is Jussi. I'm here at the Citi Global Property Conference today with Realty Income. Why should investors consider investing in your REIT today?
Sure. So when you think about Realty Income, you think about a sleep well at night story. One of the ways that we've illustrated that over time is, the fact that we have very low beta. The fact that when you think about total operational return on an annual basis, hasn't been a single year since 1994 when we went public that we've had a negative operational return. What do I mean by operational return? It's dividend plus AFFO per share growth. So everything that's in our control, we feel like we've done a great job over the last 28 years being public as having very good returns with very little downside risk. That's number one. Number two, we're constantly redefining the business here at Realty Income. And as many of our supporters may have noticed over the last few years, we've certainly created new verticals of growth. This past quarter, we talked about several of them. Number one was the closing of the Wynn Boston Encore property. And, that was a $1.7 billion deal. It was the first transaction in the gaming sector for us, clearly a new vertical. We also got into the vertical farming industry with a strategic alliance that we announced with Plenty, which is an operator of vertical farms that really tap into technology to solve a real problem, which is the growth of produce and crops in a world where water is more limited than ever, availability of arable land is more limited than ever. There's also country growth, whether it be our initial entry into the UK in 2019, whether it be our entry into Spain and most recently Italy. So geographically, we're creating new areas of growth. I would finally, highlight a new industry or property type that we are looking to grow in, and that's called the consumer-centric medical industry. It's a sector and an industry that we've been in for many years. It's been, exemplified by Walgreens and CVS. Now we're thinking about articulating that in a more broader way, and I think that's a great example that we were able to show with the dental portfolio that we acquired in the fourth quarter. We think with this trend towards more outpatient care, with a trend more towards the patient getting care closer to where they live, that's going to serve us well over time. So for those reasons, we think Realty Income is, on our way towards becoming a bigger and bigger company, but with a consistent value proposition of providing growth while managing that downside volatility for investors and continuing to pay a steady monthly dividend.
And obviously you have a very good track record, arguably quite possibly the best track record in the entire net lease sector. But despite that, there are quite a few investors today, who fear that perhaps you're getting too big. That's the main pushback that I tend to receive whenever I discuss Realty Income. So in a sense, maybe getting the victim of your own success because you're getting so big because of your great past returns. But it seems, if I understand correctly, is that as you expand in these different verticals and different geographies, you're able to still find enough deals to keep the ball rolling. Is that correct?
That's correct. And in 2022, we sourced $95 billion of acquisition opportunities to close in about 9% of it. So when you look at the last 10 years, those opportunities in terms of volume has grown at about a 20% compound average annual clip. For us, we feel like that's an example of how the opportunity set, the total addressable market, has just continued to grow for us as we've gone into different verticals, gone into different countries, and as the desire for owner-occupiers of real estate to sell their real estate and just operate it becomes a bigger and bigger trend. And we look forward to continued growth and opportunities to come.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So what do I think about Realty Income? Is it today a good investment opportunity? It goes without saying that this is a high quality REIT. It has a really strong management team with one of the best track record in the entire REIT sector. It owns Class A net lease properties. It has a fortress balance sheet. It has attractive growth prospects. And even today its valuation is quite reasonable at 16 times FFO and a near 5% dividend yield, which has historically been a good level to buy the stock. For this reason, we own a position in Realty Income in our retirement portfolio at High Yield Landlord. The goal of our retirement portfolio is to maximize safe income, and I think that Realty Income is perfect for that purpose. However, I should also know that I think that there are better options in its peer group today for investors who are trying to maximize their total returns. Quite a few of its peers today are priced at lower valuation, higher dividend yield, and they have faster growth prospects. I've filmed quite a few videos on these other REITs. I'll put a link somewhere on the screen so you can go watch those videos next. So overall, I'm bullish on Realty Income. I think it's gonna keep doing just fine in the long run. It's not overpriced today. However, again, if you're trying to maximize total returns, then in that case, there are better options out there. Now, if you want to learn more about what other REITs I'm buying, feel free to join my REIT newsletter for a 2-week free trial. I'll put a link in the description below. And again, if you could please like and subscribe, that will help me a lot. Thank you very much and see you at my next video. Bye bye.